Can you think of a moment in your life where you felt the most content? I'm sure we've all noticed how easy it is to slip into feelings of despair, demotivation, and hopelessness. And yet, finding a state of calm, inspiration, and self-assurance often feels significantly harder to reach in comparison. Why is that? These past few months, I found myself feeling painfully stuck. If you pay attention to all 5 of your senses, you'll come to realize that any negative or positive emotions can be felt physically throughout the body. Anytime I start to feel stuck, I always equate the feeling in my head to a physical sensation of stickiness, as if my shoes are glued down to the ground, or like the inner workings of my mind are covered in something that prevents the cogs from turning with ease. How can I pull myself out of this stickiness? How can I finally trudge through these sensations that weigh me and my thoughts down? Just like you would apply some type of oil, rubbing alcohol, or adhesive remover to any literal sticky residue, there's techniques that you can use to unstick yourself whenever it starts to feel too difficult to move forward. So I just launched a new shop update this weekend for my new Blooming Swan collection, and I'm so thrilled with how everything turned out. Like, oh my god. This stained glass enamel pin is one of my favorite products I have ever created, and the same goes for the charm keychain as well. Everything is so cute, and if you're interested in picking up any of these, they're still available on my shop, Prismano.com, which is also linked in the description box below. I have a set of 2 different kinds of stickers, the enamel pin, a postcard print, this handmade charm keychain that you can actually get with both the acrylic keychain and the charm together, or you can get it with just the acrylic keychain by itself for slightly cheaper, and an 8.5 by 11 inch art print. I only have a very limited quantity of all of these goods available, so be sure to pick your goodies up before they sell out. And again, that is Prismano.com. Something that always motivates me to overcome those slumps is leaving whatever physical space I'm cooped up in and just going somewhere, anywhere. It's not always possible to take a vacation, of course, but I recently went on a trip to San Diego this month in May, and it was such a healing experience. Being away from my art studio, where I'd been lacking inspiration and just feeling stuck in the position I was in general, and experiencing a part of the city I'd never seen before, honestly, reworked a part of my brain. The more unique experiences we take in, the more information our minds are being fed, and the more insight into the world around us we gain. This knowledge and experience turns itself into energy that aids in finding motivation, helping us become unstuck, and seeing new perspectives on what life has to offer. As always, it's way easier said than done and can never be a perfect fix. Chipping away at whatever has you feeling unable to budge isn't something that gets completed overnight. My trip to San Diego was pretty short, so although I came home with a new sense of inspiration, I still felt a lot of pressure weighing me down. What more can you do to unstick yourself? taking small, cautious steps forward can help drastically. Slowly marking off tasks on my to-do list at my own pace, without pressuring myself to the point of unhelpful stress and anxiety, can make my bigger goals feel even just a little less daunting to take on. The sense of achievement I feel after finally cleaning a corner of my room, running an errand I've been putting off for weeks, or even making the tiniest bit of progress on a new art piece are pivotal in relieving that sticky sensation that holds my mind hostage. It's like slowly wiping away the residue left behind by glue, allowing the gears to turn ever so slightly until they're finally running at a normal pace. And I always want to make it a point to say that there's nothing inherently wrong with feeling stuck at times. You aren't inadequate for losing motivation, for burning out, for falling into moments of hopelessness. Life tends to feel like a constant marathon, where we're just running endlessly until we physically can't anymore. I mean, it's only natural for us to have moments where we falter, where we need to slow down or stop entirely to refuel and rejuvenate ourselves. You can't keep up the same pace every single day. But you can find ways to work with your mind and body. Understanding when it's time to pull yourself out of the glue or when it's time to wait for it to dry and just relax is crucial in preventing full-on moments of burnout that can be genuinely damaging. I talk about burnout a lot on this channel, but I'll be honest, I really got to a breaking point recently. My burnout had become so bad that I physically couldn't even draw for myself for several weeks without feeling like my head would just explode. I felt so stuck. I'd taken on so much client work at the beginning of 2025, which I'm very, very grateful to have received, by the way, that I spent every ounce of creative energy I had left. After coming home from San Diego, I hoped that it would have fully cured me, but it mainly just scratched the surface and mainly provided me with much needed inspiration, but I was still missing a very vital piece to this entire puzzle.
네, 체크되셨나요? 네. 네?
저희 이 곡 해보면서 마이크 한번 해볼게요.
네. 예.
오케이.
샌디어. 오케이. We are one we. Welcome to 2025 Onewe World Tour on New Evolution Tour. This is the first time for Onewe going on a world tour like this. Shall we introduce our members one by one?
Thank you so much.
So in the end, finishing this gouache painting when I returned home was the thing that honestly saved me. I would work on it for a few hours almost every day, chipping away at it and recognizing when my body would physically tell me to stop and rest. I didn't want to push myself too hard because that would only wedge me further into that mental stickiness. But as I continued to watch the painting transform, I found myself wanting to spend more time on it with each session. I'd gone through a period where creating art didn't even feel as fun as it always had, which honestly made me panic a lot because art has always been my greatest passion. But taking those small steps with this painting really aided in bringing back my passion. It was like a reminder of why I've been doing this since I was 6 years old. The thing that inspired me the most while painting this was a song called Endless by the band I actually saw in concert while in San Diego this month. The band is named Onewe, and I've been a fan for several years now, and this was the first time they had ever done a world tour, so this was my first opportunity to finally see them in concert after all these years. Since I have synesthesia, I always tend to associate different colors and patterns with music and sounds. So when I first heard Endless, I immediately thought of these vibrant blues, pinks, purples, and teals. Although they didn't perform the song at my concert, being able to see and even meet this band that I love so dearly and hear their gorgeous music live gave me so much motivation in my own artistic practice. Feeding off of media and art that inspires us is such a vital aspect of any creative process, in my opinion, and music has always been one of my greatest sources of inspiration ever since I was a child. So big thank you to Onewe for helping me overcome this hurdle and free myself from the stickiness that clogged up my brain for so many months. And with that, my painting is complete. I'm considering selling this on my shop actually, so if anyone is interested in giving this little garden fairy a home, definitely let me know in the comment section below. If you reached the end of this video, thank you so much for watching, and be sure to let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are, if there's any other video topics you'd like me to discuss, and also leave a blue heart emoji so I know you watched to the end. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and share this video with someone who might enjoy it, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload from me. Until next time, my friend.